Ah, how about that? So, do people have sound now? Um, Gotcha. You know what's so funny is I did a good morning. I'll restart where where I started the last time. So I've got a good buddy who is struggling to figure out how to set up his live streams for his business. He's a country manager for outdoor wear company, and so I actually was on Zoom with him on Friday night, and one of the things that I did was I muted my standard microphone and was using the GoPro as my web device, and I never unmuted my microphone. So I will set that up and start over. So good morning for A1 Reno Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for um, Monday, August 3rd. Beautiful day today, a little bit cooler. 8, 9 degrees cooler than it's been the last couple of days. 90 degrees in Reno. Um, Once again, we miss Jeannie. Jeannie is in the middle of a class for Monday, and uh, so you're stuck with just me. So I will try to keep this brief and helpful even, but it's kind of a big week. This is product launch week for Brother and Baby Lock. So starting on Wednesday, we are going to be seeing all of the new product from our two major manufacturers. So, in fact, there was a conversation in my store about, how we do that in a way that allows us to still do the live stream, etc., because they're all doing that via Zoom. But I anticipate this week that we will have some pre-purchase deals for you ladies on some of the announced products, perhaps the upgrades for the luminaires, etc. So some announcement on what we're expecting from that new product. So a really exciting week coming up. Some simple announcements. What needle? Kingstar metallic thread for design on a denim jacket. Roxanne, the perfect answer for that would be to use a heavier weight metallic needle. I'd say probably a 9014 metallic needle. If you didn't have a metallic needle, I don't know. I'd ask Jeannie. I can ask Jeannie to drop you a note as to what she would recommend there too. Um, yeah, the new products this year, we're expecting the Luminaire XP2. We're expecting a Solaris 2. We don't know if those are the names of the products. We're expecting new 10 needles and some new technology around the 10 needles. We've learned some stuff about that. And have actually heard some stuff that made us buy some of the old 10 needles. So I'm going to have a couple of Valiants in the store that are not owned. And we'll talk about why we're doing that. Once they announce those products. A 90 top stitch. And it's funny, Karen, because I think if she doesn't have a metallic needle, the 9014 top stitch needles would be a not a clone of that, but a good substitute for that. A bunch of people have commented with the live streams about these maps in the background. about what they are and why they're there. And long story short, this is in my kitchen slash, kitchen dining area. And we have, in non-COVID time, a lot of visitors that are coming to Lake Tahoe. And everybody always asks us questions about that. I've had these maps that are behind me since 2020, when we came to the area. And when we moved to this house, there were what 2, 4, 6, 8 maps up here. I had 10 maps, like old school, like unroll them, that I've had for 20 years, that I decided I would frame and put them up in this room, because that's, how things would go, is we'd be sitting down at dinner or sitting down at breakfast, and somebody would ask a question about a trail or where to go or what to do. And I said to Jeannie, I'm going to take those maps, and there are 2 that aren't included here. I had 10 of them. I framed those and left those in a closet so I can pull those down. But I was like, this way I can just kind of point right to the map as to where people go and what people do. So anyways, for those of you who'd asked or said something in the store about the maps in the background, that's what the purpose of the maps are. Plus they kind of go with our decor. It's 2020 now. What did I say? 20 years ago, 2000, right? Isn't that what I said? I don't know. That's a sign of the times here too. Are you coming up to say hello to me? Come on, let's go.
Good morning. Good morning.
What do you have to talk about?
So I'm in the middle of the boardwalk quilt class with the ladies. So I just wanted to stop up and say hello. It's been a while. We've been so busy. Last week we had the Jubilee, which was so much fun. So I do those in the morning, and that's why I haven't been on here. And then
we need to figure out something. These ladies miss you from this.
Have you been?
They're sick of me. They're sick of me. What, you saying you're sick of me?
Oh my God.
She only deals with me 24 hours a day, ladies. There aren't enough hours in the day to deal with me.
Roxanne, my 5th grade teacher used to call me, I didn't even comb my hair today. I just rolled out of bed. I did change my shirt though. So usually you see me on Mondays and I'm wearing the same shirt I wore the day before, because it was my pajama top too. And then I wear it on Monday too.
Sometimes she rolls into the bed, and rolls out of the bed, just ready to go for the next day.
Then you're ready to go. Why change? Why change so much? I just like wearing what I want to wear, and I just keep wearing it for days when nobody sees me. I'm like a raised by wolves type of child.
So not that, but.
Raised by wolves that wear Johnny Was, my favorite brand. Okay, so I did want to talk to you about a couple of things. Number one, love notes. So Sage is here right now. You know my friend from middle school from Connecticut. We grew up together.
Did you have to wake her up for the class?
No, she was up. So she's here, and so she is cutting my kit. Everyone needs a friend like Sage. Do you have a friend that you can call and say, please cut my kit?
Sage is the UFO getter-doner.
Oh my God. Sometimes Sage will come and she'll say to me, what haven't you finished? Who says that?
Or you'll walk in the kitchen and she's cleaned the refrigerator. She's that kind of friend. It's awesome.
So she's cutting the Love Notes kit, but I opened up my Love Note kit. I just want to let you know, if you are doing Love Notes, I have your envelopes for you. So some of them got popped in the mail.
Somebody worked all day yesterday getting this stuff ready for you ladies because it was due today.
I wasn't getting this stuff ready. But so there is in your packet, your envelope, you're going to have this, which is going to be the CD of designs. And then you're also going to have your instructions. So these are going to be the cutting instructions. It's the cutting instructions, and then it's the instructions for section 1. So I sent this so everyone would have it. I sent it out last night, so everyone should have their designs. I only sent it in PES. So if you don't have PES, let me know so I can send it to you in the correct format that you need. And then I was really surprised because they didn't have the instructions. They usually, did I have it upside down? They usually have the instructions in a file on the CD, and they didn't have it on there. So maybe because they're divvying out just a section at a time. They're like, you want it? Here's your one section. It leaves you ladies hungry. You're like, I want more. I need more Kimberbell. They're good. They're really good. So I haven't pre-opened my section. I'm doing it like you ladies, like just one section at a time. So I sent this to you. I mean, I took a picture and downloaded and did each page. There's 12 pages. So you should have that. If for some reason you didn't get it, let me know. If you have been thinking, oh, geez, I really wish I was doing Kimberbell Love Notes too, and it looks like it's going to be so much fun. I should have reached out. Reach out because I can still get the kits. You might not get it in time to do the first section, but you'll just do a little catch up.
Did we still have one left at the store too?
Taken.
Okay.
Yeah, it was, I did have one left, and somebody reached out to me this weekend. So if you do want it, I think the whole set was $169.99, and then we're still doing the 20% off. So if you do want it, just reach out to me. I'm so hooked on Kimberbell too, Miss Joanne. So we have the upgrade class coming up this week. That's going to be on Thursday. If you have not gotten your panel yet, then you need to reach out to me because you need the panel and you need the yarn.
And a bunch of people haven't picked up the yarn. That we know for sure. I
can't wait, Celeste, too, because
you know, and I need to call Celeste. I'm going to have time to do that today. So
you need a Patrick.
So we have we actually have a number of really good used machines in the store right now, and it's funny because as we've announced these used machines, the high-end machines have gone. So we are down to one display and one original Solaris. The other Solarises that we had in the store are gone.
Yes, Karen, you need yarn. There's just like two pieces.
Yeah, there's
like,
two pieces of yarn that you need for the couching in that class. We have, on tomorrow, I am picking up a Altair, like an almost new Altair.
I think it's got
3,000 stitches on it. We have a very new Stellar XE1, so the top of the line embroidery machine that came into the store on Friday. I've got an Aventura 1 and an Aventura 2. I've got a Journey. Have a Journey. We have a Journey. So
you ladies are trading in and trading up.
So
you know what your lesson is? Just start at the top.
Well, and we've done a bunch of that lately. Like we've had some customers that bought 3 machines in a year or 2 machines in 6 months or so.
You know who we're talking to. We won't name names.
Well, and I'm not talking to anyone in particular, but we do have some really, really nice used machines. I mean, we had a Evolution that was in the store for 2 days.
Yeah.
And like gone within 2 days. So there has been a lot of interest in used machines. Go for it.
I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.
We're going to do some pre-purchase on the things like upgrades maybe on Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to do some pre-purchases on stuff for your high-end machines. And we're going to be letting you know what we're seeing with the new machines. So like I said, it's a big week, but if anybody's interested in those used machines, we're seeing, like I said, a lot of used machines. So for those of you who are looking for things like classroom machines or substitute, like we had I announced that crescendo last week. I don't even think we had the crescendo for 48 hours. And these have been low mileage machines too, which is great because normally we go through, we inventory the machines, we do a full service on the machines. What we've actually done with some of these machines is they've been so low mileage. We're blowing them out, sterilizing the machine, inventorying the machines, but then when we're selling the machines, and it's machines that we did have. We had some machines that I didn't even really understand that we had. We've got some actually pretty nice Vikings, stuff like that. I sent a very nice Viking Ruby home last week, which was a nice little machine. And for those machines, because they're not our brands, we're also really heavily discounting. So really, really good deals on the store there. One of the things that did happen with these new machines is our wholesale costs have gone up, but our meaning I have those Solarises. I got a deal on those. The Solaris 2 and the XP2, we don't have as good of deals on those machines. So I'm trying to set up those deals. Like if anybody's waiting to see the new machines, that's great. But the way I'm setting up those deals is we're going to get you into the original machines, heavily discounted, guarantee you the new updates, either bundled or at an amazing price, where those machines still make a lot of sense. So for those of you, and it's funny, Karen, because I actually do have a very, very nice Ruby right now. So for those of you who, we're waiting for the new machine, that's great. You can wait. You can see the new machine. That the companies are going to be making their product launches. You're going to start seeing a lot of information on that starting this week, middle of this week. But we can get you into those Solarises. So a lot of that stuff is upcoming. I waited a week to talk about service, and this is said with one caveat. Every time I make these kind of announcements, like a week later, service goes back to kind of where it was. Same thing with the Emerald. We sent somebody home with a very nice Emerald 183 last week. The guys in service have done it again, meaning, very good week in service. They kind of put their heads down. They get a lot done. A lot of that is a result of us having not a significant amount of problem machines, or being able to get through those problem machines really quickly. But last week, here's an easy example. As I think it was Friday, 2 weeks ago, we let you ladies know we had 76 machines in for service, over 100 machines if you counted vacuums. Well, as of Saturday this week, we had 56 machines in service. So that is I call it a net positive 20 machine week, meaning we finished the machines that were coming in at a positive rate. And it's funny, a lot of times in the service life cycle, what happens is we're not even keeping up. Like we'll have days where we take in 18 sewing machines, but we only get 11 or 12 of them done. So we finished the week 20 machines ahead of where we were the week before. I can say with confidence that we are roughly 2 weeks out on service. Now, having said that, what ends up happening is I make that announcement and everybody shows up Tuesday and Wednesday. So we have a tendency to continue telling people we're 2 to 3 weeks out, because our fear is it's really hard to see that happening real time. So like if I have an 18 machine day tomorrow, which is a busy day in taking in service, then all of a sudden we're almost back to where we started. But yeah, those guys are kicking butt. They really, really are. So that's just said with that caveat. Like we've got our new vacuum tech pretty much up to speed. He's putting machines out at a very good rate that keeps Alex in the vacuum and sewing lineup. But that is where we are. So, not a bad time to get your machines in, at least while we're a little ahead of the curve. The only other things that I would say about that is I was encouraging the team last week. I mean, these guys get time off, they get paid time off. And the way things have been is I essentially said to them, Alex and Shauna have planned some time off for a move to their new house and for their wedding. But I was like, outside of that, it's not really a good year to take like a week off here or a week off there. I'm not going to stop them from doing that. But I was encouraging them to take a day off here and a day off there, planned. Like, so we know that it's coming. Because quite frankly, I see what these guys look like on Friday and they're exhausted. And so we don't want them unhappy. We want them enjoying their lives too. So it is a good week to get in for service. And we do feel very blessed, Alberta. So, we'll see what happens. So Jeannie kept me from announcing that 2 weeks ago. It was pretty amazing. The guys all of a sudden were like, wow, we're putting machines out within 2 weeks. So a lot of people were getting their machines back about 2 weeks after dropping them off. And I wasn't announcing it just because of the significant number of machines that were here. And, but I feel comfortable making that announcement now. And we'll see if that continues, but we'll let you ladies know. So not a whole lot else to talk about today. We will be making a number of announcements as the week goes on. It sounds like Jeannie's got great plans for Technique Tuesday. I'm not sure what those are yet, but I hope to know soon. And Deal of the Days start next week. Also, some people got upgraded. For those of you who bought the 230 fans during our last deal of the day, it was funny. I made the order. When they sent me the order, they had said that the 230s were available. By the time the order was processed, they reached out to me and said, hey, we're 5 weeks out from our 230s. So I upgraded anybody who made those purchases to the 235 fans. And quite honestly, I hadn't bought those because of the price point. I did a little bit of research before I committed anybody to those, but it was a huge upgrade. I mean, you got like over $100 off on the fans from MSRP, and those fans are really, really cool. So for any of you with the heat that we've been having, and it looks like just looking at the weather, the next couple of weeks are going to be hot. I'll honor those deals of the day on the fans. I have a couple 210 fans in stock. CJ, I think I owe you a call. I saw your email over the weekend and wanted to reach out to you. And quite frankly, I keep meaning to talk to Jeannie because one of the things that happened was I think Jeannie thought I was going to call you and I thought Jeannie was going to call you. And then what ended up happening was neither of us called you. But I will give you a call today. And but those fans are available. I've got a number of the new fans coming into stock too. And so anyways, we've got a bunch of things happening this week that we're excited about. So stay tuned. Have a fantastic day. And we love you guys. As Jeannie would say, be creative, make something awesome. And